Welcome back to the What's the Story Hashbound Gory podcast. Just making sure you're all listening there, folks. Here we are today. We're on episode 6.
Halfway.
Episodes halfway. Ring the halfway bell. Ding-a-ling. We have a wonderful guest on this afternoon, Matt Wright from the Great Food Club. He's going to come and tell us about what he does with his little. It's not little. I sound derogatory about it. His guide for the East Midlands. But again,
sharing all the positive feedback from all these great places around these Midlands.
Yeah. Always an advocate, isn't he, for what we do and what everyone else does that's doing good or great.
Food.
Great Food Club.
Yeah. Just join that club.
So, in episode 5, we talked about the crowdfunder, and we talked about, while all this is going on, we've got the lease, it's in the way, they're still finishing the works in the building. We've got a summer of graft.
Yeah.
But not within the building.
No. So, while the lease was getting sorted, we weren't allowed in the building because it was unsafe, and the people above us were making it safe. So when the lease started, we could come in and decorate, basically.
Yeah.
But the garden was an absolute
weed fest.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't it?
It wasn't a garden. It was just a
So
scrubland.
we set about tasking that for 2 days a week during
was it Monday, Tuesdays or Tuesday, Wednesdays?
Tuesday, Wednesdays.
Tuesday, Wednesdays.
Absolute. So we was digging up cobbles, ready to go into the patio down the bottom of the garden.
Lifting up monoliths of rocks.
Yeah,
the rocks in this garden, folks, were like aardvarks. But like,
there was like a
ton weights, weren't they?
Yeah.
And they were buried deep.
Like a hippo's back.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah. And we grew some strength in the summer, to be fair.
Groundsman Pete.
Occasional
digging up rocks.
The occasional surplus chef from Thomas the Caterer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
we just tried to get it right, didn't we?
We built the wall. We built the...
Thanks, Anthony, for that.
Yeah.
We pulled in favours, did we not, as well? Lots of favours from lots of people. Anthony's a great example of that. A chap who's passionate about bricklaying, and he did it in return for a Prosecco lunch for him and his family, and that's fantastic. So, cheers, dude.
Uncovered loads more cobbles, scraping back all the dirt that's gathered over the 10 years that this place had been derelict.
We're uncovering things that people didn't know was there.
Covering gold.
I wish we still needed a lot more money. And this was all whilst the lease was being finalised and they were finishing the building. We were still sort of going back to Turlangton to do pop-ups, still doing the brownies and the donut Saturdays and pie orders, and we did
pop-ups at Bowden stores.
Yeah.
We did our 2 guys, Fake Away. We did live for the people at Great Bowden.
It was still takeaway though, wasn't it? It was hot takeaway.
Yeah.
No one dined in, did they? No.
And
still
we did
during the COVID times, folks.
A Wagger Fakers as well.
Yeah, that one
was
fun. And we had, again, those people... We forgot about Jonty. Jonty came and just wanted to come and work with us because he thought we were cool. He was a great chef, but he just wanted to come and learn.
He worked for us for like 3 months. Didn't get paid.
We didn't have any money to pay him.
Yeah.
Didn't pay ourselves.
Well, we didn't get paid, so he didn't get paid.
We told him that. He just came into the stars, didn't he? He just wanted to come and do something.
It was great.
Yeah, that was cool.
Good lad.
It was a good lad. Hi, Jonty. I hope
Jonty.
you subscribed.
Bestie.
You better have subscribed. I'm coming to get you. I have a list of subscribers. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Mum. And
Julie's a top fan.
Yeah, Julie's a top fan. And he came work for free. That's just something that's really cool. And he worked at the Wagger Fakers.
And then also we did markets as well. So
I
remember one time we had a market at
Borden Lodge.
That got called off because of the high winds.
High winds and the high peaks.
And we had a walk-in fridge full of sausage rolls and donuts, and we were like, "Oh my god, what are we gonna do with them?" So we got on our bikes and sold them, didn't we? We went to Lawn. We sold boxes to them, and we went to different places and basically.
Was it a Halloween one?
Yeah, we did.
Sold to Beardsley's as well in Rearsby. And did we do also? There was a lantern trail that night as well in Rearsby, and we set up shop.
Yeah.
And we gave a proportion to our friend Lee, who's passed away, his charity, and made sure the stock didn't go to waste.
We basically just rocked up in Rearsby, didn't we? And next to the park, and
thanks, Rearsby residents. I flogged it.
Yeah.
But that was lateral thinking, like, shit, we've got all this stuff, we're going to lose money if we don't shift it. And we made a success of it, actually. So that's...
And then we did, again, more pop-ups as well, more markets.
Yeah, they were great. Because then we're operating multi-site, doing the same trade, but multi-site with 2 people and really bunting up that cash fund that we needed for this place.
And that was pretty much over the last 2-3 months, wasn't it? Through the summer up until, like you say, Halloween, start of October time. And then it was nearing getting the keys time, wasn't it?
It certainly was. It certainly was. It feels like an age ago.
It was an age ago.
Well, shall we get our next guest on, Lee?
Yes.
His name's Matt. His name's Matt Wright. He's from the Great Food Club. And here he is. Today's guest is a wordsmith with an insatiable appetite. This scoffing journo is the saviour of the East Midlands food scene with enough gastronomic visits to put Mr. Creosote to shame. The Michelin man has no contest for this foodie fiend. Searching, promoting and championing the East Midlands food scene, it's fair to say that Lee and I are big fans of his publication. From the app to the booklet and all that's in between, please welcome to the podcast Mr. Matt Wright, Editor-in-Chief at the Great Food Club. Welcome along.
Thanks for having me.
Can you just quickly tell the people very fast what it is you do and how you got here?
Okay.
Well, maybe not how you got here, just what you do.
Well, Great Food Club, basically we recommend great places, independents in the East Midlands, and we're always out and about trying to find great new places. And we've got a website with all these recommendations on, and a book which comes out every year, and an app as well. So
Perfect.
I get out and about trying to find great places all the time, which is fantastic.
Great job. Great job.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
Doesn't it?
I just can't think of anything worse. But obviously, along your travels, you must find not great ones as well. But let's talk about the good ones. So, like, who's your top 5 right now?
Top 5? Well, crikey. Well, in Melton, where I live, Melton Mowbray, round corner.
Oh yeah,
which is the brewery.
Fans.
I mean, it's improved the town a million times compared from my point of view, because I love beer, and they brew some really good beer. And it's not just like it's not like you'd expect to be just your average beer. This is absolutely top quality.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
I say we sell it in the shop as well. It's great.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I mean, it's, you couldn't. It's hard to find anywhere better in the country.
Yeah, I agree. I really was knocked over when I had that beer, and I've never looked back since. It's just
all of it's so tasty.
Yeah.
There's not a dud thing in there.
No,
there's not a dud line.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So I mean, that's definitely up there. And then we've also got. I should probably mention the Olive Branch as well, which is one of my favourites. They've been going for 25 years now, and they're just doing a great job. So that's up there, definitely.
I say they've always had the. No, they had the Michelin fame, didn't they?
They had a star for a few years.
It's just the quality's there. It's great.
Yeah. So just to be clear, that the Olive Branch hasn't got a Michelin star anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No. It had one for about 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
That's
a bit
hard
of
work and great kudos anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But having a star and then losing it—that's a challenge as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It can be.
It's a double.
If you want.
Well,
if you don't want to lose it, I think. Maybe some people just like, I don't want this anymore.
That's it.
Marco it.
Yeah.
Hand it back.
I'll hand my 3 stars back. if you're listening, Marco, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I think my favourite pub is actually in Mount Sorrel, where we are now.
Oh, right.
Which is the Swan.
Oh, the Swan, yeah.
I just absolutely love it. It's just an old boozer that's great, and nothing's been mucked around with it at all. The beer's decent.
Yeah. It's welcoming, levels, isn't it?
Yeah, it's higgledy-piggledy. Great garden down to the river.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's definitely. And I suppose the thing is with pubs, when you fall in love with them, it's often because they're near, or it's just kind of quite random. But that's such a great place. Yeah. Love it.
They come here frequently.
Yeah,
they have lots of toasties.
Yeah.
I bet they do. Yeah. I would as well.
If you're 5 doors down or whatever it is.
Yeah. So where are Hammer and Pincers in Wimeswold?
We've had Danny on the podcast. He was our first guest.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Listeners, if you've not listened back, definitely go back and listen to Danny.
Yeah. Great place. Great chef as well.
You know that Lee and I worked there, don't you?
Oh,
we both worked. That's where we met.
Yeah. Ah, of course. Yeah.
If we hadn't worked there, we never would have met.
Yeah.
Was that 15 years ago?
Is it really? God, he must have,
Yeah.
he must have been so young.
Whippersnappers.
We were.
We were whippersnappers. Although I was fatter, so that's good news.
Oh dear.
And
Well-
then, of course, the final one's Rustic Kitchen then, isn't
Well,
it?
it's got to be, yeah, of course.
Number 1.
Yeah. Well, we gave you our cafe of the year
Yes,
for
thank
absolutely brilliant, for a good reason. It's such a great place you've created here. We've got to hand it to you. It's so special.
Thank you very much. We're very proud.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about that, because the awards is a big thing of the Great Food Club.
Yeah.
Was that a part of the plan from the beginning?
No.
Or have you sort of folded that in?
Yeah, folded it in. Yeah. The original plan was just to shine a light on hidden places, really, that are great, but didn't really know about them.
And, well, we should maybe do what we do everything, which is our pots life. So we believe that the best started on the pots. I'm not sure if that's the case in journalism, whether you wash pots before you get to the top.
Pretty
but
much, yeah. Similar thing,
I
yeah.
believe that everyone
Yeah.
starts at the bottom, generally works up.
That's it, yeah.
the
Starts off
greats.
at the sun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
and then go up from there.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Body
yeah.
swerve, the Daily Mail.
I once did some work experience at a news agency in London, and these were the sort of places where you have to try and find stories from like local newspapers. You try and dig into it, like someone's died, so you've got to try and get your foot in the door. I did it for a week, and it was just the worst experience I've ever
The worst
ever
type of
had.
journalism.
Oh, it was really, really grim.
I was watching The Scoop. Have you seen that?
No.
And that's like finding stories from nowhere.
Oh, okay.
In the end, it was all about the prince. I forgot his name.
It's
now.
all this. You see a picture and it's like, oh, Kate's wearing a different top, or she
Yeah.
wore that 2 years ago.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
come
Yeah.
on, how's that?
Yeah, that's
How can you turn that into a story?
Yeah.
People, if you know what you're looking for, people lap it up, don't
Oh,
they?
they do.
So let's hit the podcast, the thing button. Where's that? There we go. Listen, this is.
All the people, so many
good friends, though.
people, they'll all go hand in hand through their pot's life.
So, how did it start for you? How did it start creating the Great Food Club?
Well, I was. I'll take these off if that's okay.
You can, yeah.
I was in Melton, and it was just like driving because I was working for a magazine. It was a classic car magazine. I was editing a classic car magazine in Peterborough, and I was driving to Peterborough every day, and I was driving past the sign saying, "This is the home of rural food, the capital of rural food and drink in the UK." And I thought, well, is it? Because there's actually not a great deal that I know. I mean, I'd only just moved there. And I was looking around for great places, and they were out there, but they were all sort of hidden away, not very well promoted. So we had Northfield Farm on the doorstep, which is in Cold Overton. That's a great place, and so it's hard to find these places, but they were out there. I just wanted to try and create something that tied it all together, that people could be proud of the food and drink scene in the East Mids. And it actually started out in Leicestershire. That was the initial focus. Leicestershire and Rutland, and I thought, well, we can create a magazine that has all of these star producers and star restaurants and pubs in the mag, and bring the local food scene to life, really, and try and put it all in one place. And it grew from that.
So, I mean, did you just approach people? Did you know then you were going to have a book, I guess, and that it was going to be, pull them all together?
It was originally
How
a
did you
magazine.
get? I guess
Yeah.
a big question is, how did you get the first person in the door? Who was the first person to go in? Who went, yeah, I'll do it?
Well, I think Stephen Hallam from the Pork Pie Shop in Melton Mowbray, he supported it, which was great. Ben at the Olive Branch supported the idea, and Danny did as well at the Hammer and Pincers.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And just once you get a few people in there, and Tim Hart actually at Hambleton Hall,
Yeah.
he was supportive and always has been. So once you start getting a few good names in there, good few people to support you, then it starts to grow from there. But yeah, it's really grateful to those guys, because if you just get a brick wall straight away,
Yeah.
it can
You're
really
always
put you
grateful
off.
for his
But
first sale,
also,
aren't you?
I think at the end of the day,
Remember it.
it's advantageous for them as well.
Yeah,
Getting their name out there and progressing the whole scene, because more people, more good places come together,
Yeah.
the better it is for everyone, really.
definitely. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And getting it off the ground was really tough. It was originally a magazine, like just a magazine that came out once every 2 months.
So it was, you were doing it part-time, or you'd quit your job at
I
that
was
point?
still working when I
doing
set it up.
Yeah.
And then I quit and did it full time. And my dad's always done the artwork on the front covers.
Yeah, I remember you saying
really?
that.
So they're all watercolours, you know. and
Lovely.
so that was
Yeah.
a good way of standing out.
Yeah.
And it was free because good old dad, you know. I buy him a beer every now and again.
But it also is it's the word synonymous, where you look and without even knowing, you could tell that that's your handbook,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. That's what we
From
were
the
trying
last
to.
cover and to this cover and so on.
Yeah, we're
The
trying to-
11th edition as well. So
That's
it's yearly. So this is the 11th year then as well.
Well, it's actually yeah. It started out as Great Food Leicestershire and Rutland, and then it transformed into Great Food Club in around 2012. So yeah, it's been going for more than that now, isn't it? It's 12 years.
Yeah.
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 So
Time's ticking on by.
time's ticking on. It just keeps on going, doesn't it?
And it's a full book now as well, isn't it? It's,
Yeah, full book now. So 142 pages, I think, something like that.
144.
Yeah.
Plus the cover, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
Nice,
Plus
yeah.
the cover.
Oh, Everard's as well. They're another big supporter from day one. You know, they were great, really good.
But you know, there's people everywhere from, you know, like Tough Mary's Bakehouse to the Melton Cheese Board. It's not just
Yeah.
eateries, it's also like delis,
Yeah.
shops, suppliers, you know, chocolatiers.
That's it.
It's
Yeah,
it's a real
cover the full range.
great overview of where to find decent eats, which
That's
is,
it,
I think
yeah.
you've achieved.
Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah, I mean, the thing they've all got in common is they are independent, so they're not part of a big chain, and they're all places we'd recommend to a friend. That's our criteria for adding them. So we add them to the website free of charge. You know, we just choose who we put on, and then after we've added them, we go to them and say, "Will you go in the book? There's a price for that. Will you support us?" And many do, luckily. So it's really good.
But at this point, you know, when you've got how many people are listed, you know that by
About 220, I think,
Yeah.
in
That's-
the book.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's, in my opinion, that's a go-to book to find
Yeah.
where you're going to have
Yeah,
some
definitely,
decent
yeah.
scran at this point. You know,
Yeah.
especially when it's, you know, I mean, it's as far as Cambridge, right?
Yeah.
So
Cambridge is
2 hours from me, I think. So
Yeah.
down and a half. So within 2 hours, you got some decent food.
Yeah.
And by the way, looking at socials, what was it? Is it Amelie?
Oh
Amelie's?
yeah.
That flamencuche looked unbelievable.
that's
Top
good stuff.
flambe. Oh,
Yeah.
oh. My first head chef was from Strasbourg.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
he even make that. It's
Really?
just unbelievable.
Yeah, because it's really sort of crispy. It's sort of
Yeah, really thin
really thin pizza.
Yeah.
yeah, it's lovely.
bacon on it.
Yeah,
What's not
Actually,
to like?
I know the family who run that. Actually, they used to run the. I think they used to run the Fox at Thorpe Satchville, which was
Oh, right.
a pub.
Thorpe Satchville.
Thorpe
Yeah,
Satchville
yeah.
in Leicestershire. Yeah.
Oh!
yeah.
And that's not there anymore, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Eve. Is it Eve?
That's right. Yeah.
Wow, I'm good, aren't I?
Yeah, good knowledge.
Yeah. I remember
if you
seeing
can't,
that. Is it Table d'Eves? That was it.
Yeah, I might be wrong on that one though. To be honest, I'd need to research that before I should have done before I mentioned.
Yeah, I quite
it.
enjoyed it. It was like a proper French roadside.
Yeah, it's a
bistro.
good place. Yeah. Now it's just it's run down. It's not.
empty,
It's empty. Yeah.
That would make a good pub. To
Yeah.
find
Well,
out.
although the guy who owns it did call me up the other day and said that he might be
Here we
thinking
go.
of turning it into a pub.
But that's it, you see.
Yeah.
I called you up to see about guests and
Yeah.
invited you on at the same time. Obviously, that was one of the reasons why I was calling you.
Yeah.
But also that you positioned yourself as like this, which is a great thing, as like an expert just
Yeah.
of the knowledge. It's like the nucleus.
The nucleus of food and drink. Yeah.
What a
It's
fantastic
good.
place to be.
Yeah. Shame my memory's so bad, but yeah.
Well, write everything down. don't
Yeah,
you?
exactly. It's all on the website. In fact, there's over 700 places on the website.
Oh,
so
crikey.
Is there?
Yeah, 250 in the book. But
So regarding kind of finding new places,
yeah.
obviously you go on food tours and go around looking
Yeah.
at different places. However, do you get recommendations? Can someone just ring you up and go, "I've tried this place; it's brilliant"?
Yeah,
and
we-
then you go and look into it, or
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we get recommendations from members, but we do look into them. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. Unless we've had like a huge number of recommendations, and we know we've got a couple of people around, trusted contacts around the East Mids. We've got a Derbyshire editor, so we sometimes give them a call. We've got someone in Nottingham, so we can give them a call as well. So yeah, just a case of getting that network, and trying to get trusted contacts.
So how'd you go about getting those people? If they approached you going, I know a lot about food. Can I be...
Yeah. It's just, well, like a lot of the time they're from members of Great Food Club who then become trusted contacts. So Philip, who I go around with,
He's been here.
he's
hasn't
been
he?
here a few times. Yeah, he's my main man. Really, he goes out. I mean, he used to work for Lloyd's of London. So he used it out for lunch every day in London. He's just going
if
to
you
all
need
these.
any help
Yeah.
on food tours,
This sounds like
Yes,
a
yeah.
hard.
we're pretty
yeah.
good at.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a hard, laborious task of just going and eating in places,
That's
and
it.
enjoying nice conversation. It's just terrible.
Yeah, but Philip was a member of Great Food Club. I put a call out saying, "Would you like to help?" Because you can't just do it on your own.
Yeah.
Just go out on your own. You have to have some trusted contacts, and
Well, you need that
yeah.
kind of. You need to talk about it, don't you? You need to what do you think about this? You
Yeah,
have two
exactly.
dishes, you can discuss
Yeah.
it over.
Yeah.
And it's so subjective as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? If there's just one person,
Yeah, and also even just if you sit in a restaurant on your own, which I quite enjoy just sitting there alone, but actually you don't get the same feel as when you're in company.
no, true.
And so because it can be very slow but delicious, whereas actually when you're having a chat, you're like, "We had a wonderful time."
Yeah,
And if it was
exactly.
delicious.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just as simple as that. So actually,
Yeah.
it's probably a very fairer way of
Yeah,
doing things.
that's it. And also having someone like Philip who's dined out, all over the world, and great places, that takes a little bit of pressure off me. Who I'm kind of like not a fine dining expert. I'm more of a pie and a pint bloke, really. So it's nice to have that different knowledge, different experience as well, which is key, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
So food tours, how do you plan your food tour?
That's where I was going
How,
with this. Oh, yeah,
How
yeah. I was
do
going
you
with food
just
tour.
kind of go, right, we're going around Nottingham today and we're going to go this area? Or do you actually go, right, I want breakfast, I want lunch, I want brunch, I want kind of go that way?
Yeah.
How do you plan?
Well, we tend to do them geographically. There'll be somewhere that we've been meaning to check out for a while. So we'll probably base a tour around one place, and then we'll devise an itinerary based on places that fit into the journey quite well. But when we're judging the awards, sometimes we have to scoot all over the shop.
Yeah.
So, but geographically is best. Otherwise, you travel.
Yeah, that's what, because we do a food tour every year as well.
Yes,
we went London last year.
Nice.
And that's how we basically starred everything that we wanted to go and see, and then see where the clusters were. And then we kind of hit them spots. And
Yeah.
The downside is it was on a Monday and it's flipping closed on a Monday.
Never go out on a
Deleted
Monday,
button.
especially not in the East Midlands.
Yeah,
London's all right, but
some were closed. Well, it's not. Everyone was closed, and we got
Really?
to places where we thought we were going to be open, and they were closed.
Oh.
Staff Christmas
yeah,
party.
yeah, the staff party.
The staff Christmas party
come on.
in March.
Yeah, I should have invited you in.
I know.
Yeah, we've got to about a few places. But
Yeah.
we still ate a lot of calories, and
Oh, it was brilliant.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's
you
good
do-
as well. It's good to to get out there, see new things,
Yeah.
experience what other people are doing, but
Yeah.
also
benchmark.
have a little gauge of where we are as well against these people.
Yeah,
because these are
definitely.
people we look up to and
Oh,
we
you-
really want to emulate,
That's it.
and to see how far we are or close to them we are,
Yeah.
which was nice to see.
Yeah, yeah.
In some cases, we felt we were ahead.
Well, absolutely.
Which is-
I mean,
which
I've
astounded us,
I've just
actually.
eaten one of the chicken sriracha thing. It's absolutely delicious.
It's a winner.
It is a
it's
winner.
very
Yeah.
popular,
And
isn't it?
the addition of dill was absolutely perfect. I've got to say.
Pickles.
Yeah.
Yummy.
But the food tours are brilliant. You've got to get out on the road to
Yeah,
see
you
these
do.
things.
100%.
Otherwise, you can't sit at your desk and just
No.
say like that's. You've got to get out and talk to people, taste the food, see the places, and yes, that's the best bit of the job, really. But it can be quite. My wife, I always get back and my wife's like, "Oh, you've been out on another food tour," and I'm absolutely knackered. Give me some space. She's like, "What? You've been out eating food all day,
need
and
to
now
see
you
a
want to
dark
sit
room."
down?"
Yeah,
It's tough. It's tough though, isn't it?
It is.
It's tiring.
We were exhausted that day.
Yeah, it can be.
That last
quite
beer,
tiring.
next to the river, it's hard.
Absolutely vicious. Yeah.
How often do you go out and do that?
Well, we try and do it at least once a month. Yeah, we've got the next one coming up at the end of May. Yeah.
And you publish, sorry, and you publish where you're going. It's not like Michelin where it's a secret thing.
No, we do. Yeah,
You sort
we
of
get
tell
it
them.
out there on social
Yeah,
media.
try
We're
and tell them.
always looking for social media engagement. You have to, don't you, if
Yeah.
you're a small business.
I really
So-
enjoy your social media. I think it's really informative. And it's
Yeah.
got some, well, all of it's, in my opinion, good stuff. It's all really clean, and I like what I read. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I've spoken about 3 social media posts this morning already. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for that little nugget of info. Which
Yeah,
again, is
yeah,
what it's all
yeah.
about, isn't it?
Also, it's helpful for us as well. Like if we're trying to plug like a pine art or something, we can say, can you put on your socials and something like that, and say we've
Yeah,
got pine
yeah.
art. Because all the people that look into and members of Great Food Club all enjoy the stuff that we're trying to sell as well. So
Yeah.
it's really helpful.
Yeah,
Really
that's
helpful.
good. Yeah. We do a little weekly email as well on a Tuesday, which is nice to put together. Yeah.
But you also do the business side, so the people that are in
Yeah.
the business. It's like a little community there as well.
Yeah,
which
we
is
try and create
that's another lovely thing that you do. You're doing a lot of lovely things there. It's like a community that you've created within a community as well.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, try and get the businesses to talk to each other.
Yeah.
And link up. That's a nice thing. If we can introduce a business to another one and then they end up working together or helping each other, that's great.
I say through Great Food Club, we've linked up with Harrison Griffiths now.
Yeah, of
We
course.
sell
Yeah.
their rum
Fantastic
cake.
rum cake, isn't it? Yeah.
100% won't go downstairs.
They've also been on the podcast.
Oh, have they? Good stuff.
Listen back, listeners.
Yeah. That's good. Well, they're great, aren't they?
They're great.
Yeah.
we
I've
had
been
a
to
good
their little bakery in Arnold in Nottinghamshire.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Blows my mind. There's just two of them.
I know.
How much they shift. It's just like,
It's incredible, isn't it?
it is.
But it's such good stuff, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is quite pricey, but it is good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I think what baffles me about it, and I still can't get it, is how light it is. It's my go-to comment that it's unbelievably light.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. Yeah, because you'd expect something quite dense from a rum cake. Yeah,
Via the podcast, they told us some trade secrets.
you got some secrets. Yeah,
So the fruit they basically marinate in wine and rum, and then they mince it.
Oh,
So it's not like a fruit cake; it's minced fruit.
minced it up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now that's a bit more air in.
Yeah.
Because there's no lumps in it.
No. Oh, that's good. Like it.
But yeah, it's delicious. And we tried the 100% one.
I didn't. I was on
And-
holiday.
Honest to God, if you had a quarter of the cake, you would be drunk.
Really?
I might get
So
one actually.
strong.
I've
It's
got
got
a
like
friend-
Ray and nephew stuff in it, which is like overproof, isn't it? Yeah, that's lethal, that stuff. I want to use that as barbecue lighter. Yeah. Absolutely unbelievable. For some reason, my uncle bought my wife a bottle of Ray and nephew for her birthday. And we had a couple of snifters of it, and it was so lethal that we just couldn't touch it again. So yeah, we had to use it as barbecue stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, Colin and Paulette will probably be appalled that I've done that with it. It's probably like some sort of nectar.
They can't throw a tomato at you through YouTube
True.
or any minced pulp.
No, that's right. Yeah. I mean, one of the interesting things about food and restaurants and pubs is, of course, negativity. That a lot of people have negative reviews, don't they, on pubs, and a lot of people will see a restaurant critic really as their role really is to kind of like throw mud almost, isn't it? But I see it as the opposite as that. Really, is to try and
Bring
find
people
good,
up.
find good places, ignore the bad, and then just focus on the good. Really,
Shout about them and
and that's a much more enjoyable way of doing it anyway.
No, it definitely is.
Yeah.
We've just been defining our values as a company, and positivity is definitely one of them.
Yeah,
To try
I can
and
tell
bring
that.
people up, not bring people down, and that
Yeah.
goes throughout the whole thing. Whether you're talking to a customer, a client, a staff member, like we're upwardly, not downwardly.
That's good. No, I'd like to hear that. I mean, obviously, there's going to be bad stuff. When you go out for a food tour, you're gonna have bad experiences, but you don't need to dwell on that. Really,
No.
We were talking the other day about Google reviews and how they are great, but at the same time, if you've got a problem,
Yeah, you've got to speak.
come and talk to us.
Yeah,
We're no angels.
absolutely.
We have issues that we fix, and we heed problems and hiccups in a way, a systematic way of actually trying to fix them here. Like, we just go, oh, that happened, that's crap. Like, we'll go, oh, crap, this happened. How can we fix it, make sure it never happens again?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I
all
much
about-
prefer people
it's
came
all-
and talked to us about
it's
this.
all about learning.
It's a real shame.
Because there's obviously we start and we start doing things and we change things because we know there's an issue.
Yeah.
And then if someone brings it up, and then we go, right, yeah, you're right. We'll work on
Yeah.
this. It's all about learning every day and trying to improve all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just sometimes when someone drops a review and it's like,
Yeah.
it could have been sorted with just mention it at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than we didn't even know there was an issue kind of thing. And
Sure.
then, yeah, and it's,
I think it's certainly in Britain the psyche is to stay quiet, and not have a scene. I had to try because people get worried about that they're going to sort of like have
also-
a scene, don't they?
There is that side that people get frustrated and then they're almost even angry.
Yeah, because they haven't unleashed their
But unleash it in an email
They're
then, or a
gripe.
phone call.
yeah. You can do it that way as well. Yeah,
also
don't just
you
unleash.
really get that angry.
No.
It's most of the time it's just a genuine error and it's a mistake, and just kind of go, "Oh, I'm sorry about that," and then sort it while you're here. And
so many, you're dealing with, hundreds of people on a daily basis who are, they're gonna there's
Hangry.
There's hangriness creeping in. Yeah, there's absolutely hangriness. They've maybe they didn't get much sleep because their kid cried all night. You got all sorts of issues going on, and it's hard to stay on top of that. But yeah, you've just got to keep on going. That's one of the joys and pains of hospitality, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Yeah. And it's equal in that it's painful, but it's great when you fix that, and also choice because people leave uber happy and
exactly
that they made that choice to come here, for example.
Like on the other side, it's like you see people welcoming each other, hugging because they're not seeing each other in months or years, and they come to your place to enjoy that kind of thing. And it's such a good, nice, rewarding thing to see. Like looking through the window and serving people, they're really happy in that. It's really nice.
That is good. I mean, when I come in here, it feels almost like if you put this in London, you'd be absolutely rammed, wouldn't you? You've got absolutely
one of my
incredible food.
One of my catering clients comes here and he lives in Shoreditch, and it's like Shoreditch in Mount Sorrel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we just want to do things. I think we just want to do something that's cool.
Yeah,
that tastes great, and also tastes and looks great, but also is a bit of our personality.
Yeah,
a young guy came in the day. It's like, I really want a cafe. I was like, okay, cool. Well, because he was 15 or something, I was like, when you're 16, come and ask for a job, and we'll probably give you a job.
Yeah.
I was like, but it's all about personality.
Yeah,
like, everything you see here,
it's all a bit of you.
It's all about us.
Yeah.
Lee and I split it right down the centre. We didn't agree on prints. We just had our own and had 10 each or whatever. And the playlist or the design or what goes on the menu. It's just a little bit of us
it's like
as a couple on a plate.
Little quirky things as well. It's like we've got little Simpsons characters downstairs.
Yeah.
And there's little, like, if you come in one day, you'll see something completely different from what you saw the next day.
That's great.
And just little bits of, I didn't notice that before.
Yeah.
And then we'll move it around and change it, and then you'll see something else. And it's just to keep it fresh and keep it changing,
I think
keep
that's
it fresh.
If you express yourself in your work, if you express your true personality, that's going to make you happier, isn't it? That's a really nice thing to be able to do.
Yeah.
There
was on the toilet door, it's got a switch sign that says vacant or engaged.
Yeah.
And I liked the idea of having pretty written above it, so it's a pretty vacant, like a Sex Pistols link. And no one gets it.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, why have you written pretty there, right? But this one person, only a few weeks ago, I've been open 2.5 years. This one person went, I love that it says pretty vacant on the door. That's amazing. I was like, I wanted to kiss her. I was like, oh, somebody gets it, finally.
Yeah. Finally. Free breakfast for her.
Customer cuddles.
But I haven't heard any Sex Pistols on the playlist, though.
No, it's maybe a bit strong. I probably should put some on.
I like
the thing. Sling some on.
Yeah, you might be able to get away with pretty vacant, maybe. Yeah. But it's got a Jackson Pollock behind me as well, haven't we? Original, I hope.
Original.
It's not even a Jackson Pollock. It's just something that looks like it.
No, it is. No, it is. We're going to sell it and go Mexico. It's fine.
Are we? Why are we waiting? Let's just take that bad boy down then. But yeah, we love Stone Roses, and that's the influence from there. And obviously then we learned about Jackson Pollock, but that's sort of like another thing that we both shared love of Stone Roses.
Yeah, I love the Stone Roses as well. Saw them in Finsbury Park.
I think. I went to that gig.
Did you?
Yeah, I did as well.
I went to one.
That was really good.
I don't know if it was 2 days or what, but I went.
Yeah.
I went to all of the reunion gigs because I'm a geek.
That was a long time ago now.
It was a while ago,
10 years?
I think it was 2012.
That's it.
Yeah.
All I can remember from that is
the price of the beer.
No, the transport back to Manchester was terrible.
Yeah.
And we literally.
Oh, you went to Heaton Park.
We went to Heaton Park.
Not Finsbury Park was obviously in London. It was. Yeah, he used to walk. We had to walk back into Manchester as well. It was horrendous.
Oh, crikey. Yeah.
But I did see BDI that day. That was good.
How did you?
What does like a week look like for you, Matt? Because you can't just be out on the road eating delicious toasties.
No, sadly not. No, most of it's desk bound. Yeah, social
and you work
media
from home.
I do. Yeah, I've got a garden office.
Oh, lovely.
I've got 2 dogs. One of which joins me in the garden office. The rescue dog that I've just got. And a lot of it. Social media takes probably about an hour a day, I would say. Sort of try and get 3 posts a day done, and then
Three posts a day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, try and do 3 posts. And then I've got various website stuff to do. And I've got I've got some other clients as well to keep happy as well. So Great Food Club isn't the only thing I do. You know,
Okay.
It's, there's other clients to keep happy. They tend to love food and drink as well, though, so they're always trying to get tips from me.
Yeah, fair. Well, I told you, you're that go-to guy now. Incidentally, actually, I went to see Sadentro the other day as well.
Oh, yeah.
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 I'm going to taste that later, actually.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that she's planted an orchard.
Yeah.
You know, that's
In the back garden, basically.
yeah. I mean, that's an incredible thing to do. Quite a brave thing to do, isn't it? But I think they're making it work.
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she said she's more going from Twyford to the east than to the west. So we're like the first on the west side. Yeah.
It's delicious stuff. I think they got on like Sunday brunch with their cider a couple of times.
Have they?
In the
Oh,
past. Yeah, you know, the TV show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's one of my, that's one of my goals. So one of my goals is to become Grand Supreme Champion at the Pie Awards
oh, nice.
and then go on
Yes.
Saturday brunch.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
You win it and you go on brunch. And I just want to go on brunch now. Oh, I do want to win the trophy.
Get on there. Yeah.
It's a little
Your
goal
pies
of
are
mine.
pretty special, aren't they? I've
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, we work
I
hard on
haven't
that.
had one of your pies yet, but I must. I must.
You must indeed. You must indeed.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, a week in the. I mean, there's a lot of desk-bound stuff, a lot of boring stuff that everyone has to do with the business, a lot of accounting. You know, just the usual. It's not all lunches by any means, but I'm looking forward to the next trip out. Yeah.
We were talking about this yesterday that, you know, it's really boring, but we've just sorted our electricity stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just not what I signed up for. And I'm just dragging my feet to do it. And Lee will kick me into gear and say, come on, let's get this done. I'm just like, "Oh, I don't want to do it.
Just want to write graffiti all over the walls of the cafe. It's much more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that those things are,
Yeah, those things are pretty critical, aren't they?
they are pretty critical, but I just prefer
Especially energy at the minute.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's not go there. Yeah.
I definitely prefer to be smiling and slinging lattes than sorting out bills.
No. So where good places have you been to recently? Have you found anywhere? If you get a chance to get out of
Well, the last really good place was Sat Baines for my birthday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you went full on. Yeah.
Full on.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I've never been there actually.
Have you not?
No.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
Yeah.
Everything about it. It's just
See, it's
the
the only
food's
two.
amazing.
Yeah.
But then the service is just like out of this world.
Yeah.
It's just how they look after you in all the star places.
Yeah,
It's just how
yeah.
they look after you. It's
Are
just
you quite a
amazing.
big fan of tasting menus?
I do like them.
Yeah.
I do like them. I like the kind of journey you go on with the food and basically just how they serve you. It's just it's epic how they kind of treat you from as soon as you walk through the door
Yeah.
to kind of how when you leave is how just brilliant.
Yeah. 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 No, that's good. I've been to Midsummer House. That's my highest end dining experience.
Yeah, very nice.
And that was pretty.
Daniel Clifford, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Daniel
He's in
Clifford.
Cambridge, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking
Cambridge.
about
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows his stuff. He was on the James Martin with Paula and
He
Colin.
was, yeah.
He was on
That's
the
right. Yeah.
end of the bench,
With the-
eating it all,
Yeah.
getting drunk.
Yeah. That's superb. Yeah.
I struggle when people ask me that question. I struggle to remember anywhere.
Well, I do
I've
as
now
well,
been to
actually, which is
amazing
even worse for
places.
me.
I'm going
You go.
pub in the park at the weekend in Marlow. So that's a Tom Kerridge kind of music
Yeah.
restaurant festival,
Yeah.
which
I've
will be
heard of
good.
that, yeah.
So there's going to be about 10, 15 restaurants there.
Is that all Kutcher then?
Yeah.
Have you eaten at his one? Because he's
Not
the one,
his restaurant.
No, I mean at his pod, his
Yeah.
little thing there. Because apparently they have like an internal competition about who sold the most food, and Atul Kutcher wins by a country mile.
Oh, really?
Every time. Yeah, apparently he's the most popular. So
I've got a couple on my Tommy Banks, Paul Ainsworth. Atul Kutcher's always got a good menu on.
what do you know what they're doing, or do you just know?
I know.
that
I
they're
need
there?
to look on the.
Okay.
I need to look on my.
You haven't done any research yet, Lee. It's tomorrow.
I've done the research.
That's rare for Lee to not done research by now.
Tom Kerridge has got a gravy mayo and beef bun.
Oh, right.
Gravy
That sounds
mayo.
pretty
I'm
good.
I'm going to take that on.
Get it? Oh, crikey. Yeah, that
Take
sounds
that down.
good.
Sounds
Yeah.
terrible again. Gravy mayo.
Great.
What will they think of next?
Garlic bread.
We touched on this a little bit prior to thingy. So how do you feel about the pubs that are closing down, for example, that are then getting taken over by bigger corporations and taking, well, they're still giving out great service stuff, but the individuality is maybe being taken away. How do you feel about that
Yeah.
stronghold there?
Yeah. Well, pubs closing is all, well, kind of, I mean, sometimes pubs, the bad ones close, sometimes they're just not, they're not good. And the thing is with pubs, I always think, is that they're always evolving. They're sort of, pubs have always evolved. They started off as in people's houses, and they're sort of like
Steve's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a bit like Steve's. That's gone full circle, hasn't it? Yeah. And so I always think that, obviously, if there are people who are emotionally attached to them, it's a bit sad. But, I always think if they're evolving, that's fine. If they suddenly close and become housing, that's a bit sadder.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When it's gone forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really sad.
But I think there were a lot of bad pubs, in Britain. And sometimes the bad have to go, and they have to change, or they have to change somehow. So, yeah.
Sounding like some sort of woo-woo business owner here. Another one of our values is innovation.
Innovation, keep on evolving.
Yeah, keep evolving, because it's otherwise you just, we've always done it that way, is the bad answer. And also the, like, if you don't change and move with stuff, you'll get left behind.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think that is also a case with some of...
You've got to...
I said pubs earlier broadly, but I mean that for hospitality in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, people don't change.
Yeah, you've got to keep on moving.
Lose any sort of following or excitement about the place.
That's it. Especially with pubs, people now aren't going to go for a pint, so much, just for a couple of beers. So they do have to offer something a little bit different sometimes.
Whether it's just the kind of beer garden aspect to it, which attracts a lot of people during the summer.
Yeah.
Or the food element.
Yeah. Yeah. Or getting like a particularly great selection of beers, or or some great selection of gins, whatever it is.
So there's a couple of places just open in Leicester. The school. There's kind of a beer kind of. I forget what it's called.
Oh well, it's the Real Ale Classroom, isn't
That's
there?
the one.
Yeah. So there were two. There's one. Yeah.
Quite good reviews, and
there's one up in Clarendon Park. That was the first one,
right.
And then they've opened the new one down near the Curve Theatre.
Yeah, that's one I've been.
Yeah, and that's great, isn't it? Yeah, they've got a lovely sort of school theme going on there.
Yeah.
I think there used to be two teachers who ran that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
But it's good. I think it's crucial to have a decent selection of beer, because a lot of people like the choice, and they won't just go for the same beer that they always have. They'll choose, and it's more of an option.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, got to give people something exciting and a reason to go.
Point of difference.
Point of difference, yeah.
A unique sort of USP.
Yeah, exactly. And people, they've got to be passionate about it as well. There've been so many pubs that you go into where people are like, well, do you really care that I'm in here? They're sort of like, they don't look like they care that they're serving you. They don't really, so you've got to have that passion for hospitality as well these days.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you're going to get left behind as well.
Yeah.
It's just not offering the same thing. Just because we're speaking about pubs, it's not got... You got your walkers and you got your nuts on the bar. Yeah. You offer something different, something new, something more exciting that would actually entice people in, rather than just go, that's what everyone else does. I'll just do the same. Yeah. That's something that we kind of especially didn't want to do when we opened this, but we wanted to do what we wanted to do, not what everyone else does.
Well, definitely. I mean, here you serve like really good quality food in a cafe setting, don't you? Which is like restaurant quality food, but not only restaurant quality, but really good restaurant quality food, but with a comfort food edge as well, which is something I really like. Yeah, that's what really drew me here. Really, it's sort of like relaxed.
Well, we want that kind of relaxed kind of feel that someone can have a toast in a beer, kind of aspect, but then they can also have like a 2 hour kind of eat as well. Cake afterwards, soft serve as well.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
There's the innovation right there.
Yeah, get the soft serve. Have you been to Mollis in Nottingham?
Lee's just been. I thought you were going to mention that one actually.
Yeah.
Lee's just been.
They're quite soft. They're quite ice cream focused, aren't they? Fried chicken and ice cream. Yeah.
I was really tasty in Molly's.
I loved it. Yeah, the cocktails.
But
were
everything
really good
about
as well.
it was just like you say, the good drinks, the great food,
Yeah,
the great soft serve, but then all the
atmosphere.
decoration, the atmosphere as well.
Yeah,
It was basically fast food in a
yeah.
They're
like
doing
a
a
star place.
They're doing
really.
a pop-up,
Yeah.
near the
arena.
I saw
Yeah.
it when I was seeing at the concert the other night. They're doing. I didn't pay that much attention. I was going to the gig, but I saw it. I was like, oh, they're doing a pop-up. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's like innovation there, isn't it? It's
It
just
shows
moving
what
on. It's just
yeah, and that's fried chicken. It shows what you can innovate with. You
Yeah.
can innovate with literally anything.
Well,
Well,
that guy's gone from fine dining. He's gone from working for Sat Baines, right, to having his own
Yeah.
fine dining restaurant,
Yeah.
to having to Alchemilla Mollis. You know, like the whole thing. That's I think it was always in his plan because Alchemilla Mollis makes sense. But to then be like, I'm going to do a fried chicken shop.
Yeah.
What next?
Yeah.
What else?
In fact,
can you have?
Alchemilla, that's incredible what they've done with the building as well, because that was like
It's an old
just
toilet,
like an old
wasn't it?
basement.
yeah.
It was-
I think it was a toilet,
yeah, and what they've
public
done,
toilet. It's
yeah,
wicked.
what he's done there is incredible. So
So
yeah,
we went there before it got its star,
Mm.
and it was brilliant.
Mm.
It really was.
Yeah.
Open kitchen, so you can see them all working, which
Yeah.
is good as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nottingham's good, isn't it, for innovation and things coming and going as well.
We had Matt Pike from Secret Burger Club. He's actually sort of moved a bit more to, sadly for Leicestershire, but
Yeah.
he's moved a little bit more to Nottingham. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a lot easier to get off the ground with like the street food scene,
Yeah.
things like that. Than
More
just,
buzzing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's,
yeah.
it's just an easier thing to get traction with.
Yeah.
He'd worked hard here, but I think he feels like he can just go there and flourish. Quite
yeah.
easily, which is-
Yeah, I think it's hard for people in Leicester City Centre to really make it
Yeah.
happen. I don't know any reasons for it. I don't know if it's rental or if it's the actual footfall of people
Yes,
or what actually people want. They're in there.
it's true.
But it doesn't seem like there's that kind of buzz
Yeah.
around Leicester City Centre than
Yeah.
there is around Nottingham.
No, there is. Nottingham's always had that extra bit of buzz for whatever reason. I don't know why. Although St Martin's Square in Leicester sometimes
Yeah.
quite buzzy, isn't it?
Yeah,
And like
it is.
Gelato Village, which is
Oh, we love
amazing.
Crafty as well.
Yeah,
Crafty is one of my
Crafty.
favourite
Yeah,
places.
yeah. There's always a queue for Gelato Village.
Yeah, I love that place.
Crafty always gets booked up, doesn't it? So
Well, and
yeah.
the coffee shop as well, though, below, like, or in the day. Like,
Yeah,
someone's
yeah.
coffee as well is also.
Well, it used to be a
fantastic.
cookware shop, didn't he? The guy who ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who started St Martin's?
St Martin's Coffee.
Roasters,
Yeah. It used to be the original cookware company. I
Yeah.
remember them. So yeah, people evolve, and yeah, but Nottingham has just got that little bit extra buzz. I don't know why.
Just going back to the pub talk. If where is your favourite pub?
Well, it's
Well, apart from here, yeah.
apart from here,
Is there another one that we could? Well, maybe. Yeah.
well,
is there another one we can?
the
venture out to?
the Stag and House was, well, it's still going,
is until-
but yeah, but Dom's leaving the chef there, and he was very brilliant. That was at Borough on the Hill.
Yes.
Pub wise, I've mentioned the Olive Branch in Melton. Where is there in Melton? We've got the Anne of Cleves, which is our
Cleves, yeah.
which is our historic venue, and nice beer garden there.
Is there?
Yeah, lovely beer garden at the
Right
Anne of
next to the
Cleves.
church, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you look up to the church while you're in there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's good.
My friend of mine wants to go on. I think it's a 7-mile run from our house to the Anne of Cleves. So he wants to do a half marathon basically,
Yeah.
round trip.
Why
with
don't
a
you
pint
just
at
drive to the pub?
with a pint or a couple of pints at the Anne of Cleves and then run back? I was like, we
Wow.
could just go.
Yeah. Maybe cycle it. I don't fancy
I can't
running
run 5K
there.
at the minute, so
Yeah. 14-mile run there and back.
Sounds
my
like fun, though.
goodness. Yeah.
Not running it.
hey,
Biking it'll be alright.
Yeah, biking
running
it's
it'll be
hilly
good.
that way. At least you can stop.
No, it's not that bad.
It is.
Not to Melton.
It is.
It's when you get to Oakham. That's when it's.
There's
Yeah.
hills from the hills of Rearsby. It goes up, my friend.
I rode it. Went to Skeggy that way.
What other pub? There's the what's that pub in Rothley? Woodman Stroke. That's good, isn't it?
The Woodies,
That's
yeah.
a nice
the-
boozer.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Woodies is
So
good.
with pubs, I tend to either like really good food pubs or like just sort of good, down to earth, good, decent beer pubs. In Leicester, I like the Two-Tailed Lion, which is the sort of crafty beer pub. That's nice.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's next to the Blue Boar, which is also good for beers. Yeah,
Rising stars. Who's the rising star of the East
you
Midlands?
guys, aren't you?
Well, yeah. Well, thank you. Who else would be a rising star?
Stop it.
We're 40 this year, so we're not whippersnappers anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Rising Star. Now you're asking. Wow.
That's a new award.
Yeah,
I'll just come and judge
that is
it.
a good award actually. Good question. Well, I mean, I've mentioned Round Corner before, but I mean their star's pretty high. They've just won the world's best beer
I know.
That's nuts, isn't it?
for their drovers. So that's impressive.
We use that in our beer cheese, the Drovers.
Do you?
It's a very
Yeah,
good beer.
yeah, that's good. I mean, I think in Melt there should be a new pie maker. I think there's a real opportunity for a new pie maker to come in at the Stockyard, which is sort of on the up in Melton Mowbray.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about a star that doesn't actually exist at the moment, but there's a nice place in Nottingham called Project
we can
Pie.
fix that.
Yeah, well, I think you should.
One of my
yeah.
dreams is to have a pie shop or a pie a pub with pies.
Yeah, yeah.
Where we've talked about we've actually dreamed about it already, like having Round Corner on tap,
Yeah.
amazing pies,
Oh,
and just
man,
be like,
you're talking my language.
I think it could be unbelievable.
Because when I first moved to Melton, there wasn't a great deal going on, and I went down to there was a River Cottage Cafe in Axminster, was it, or somewhere down there, and it's the River Cottage Canteen, I think.
Yeah.
Well, from
and-
Hugh Fernley.
Yeah, it's from his
yeah.
stable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was great, but Melton never had anywhere you could sit down and have a good selection of pies.
though.
Yeah.
In Stilton,
It should.
Which it
'cause-
should
Well,
have.
there's the place.
and I
They won. I think they won the steak and Stilton class at the pie was. Did you judge in that?
no, I did the cheese awards and not the pies this year. Yeah,
They won the best steak and Stilton pie in the country. So it's
Yeah.
almost. I think it's Asfordby. There's a pub at Asfordby called Red Lion.
oh
Red
yeah.
Lion Asfordby. Is
Yeah.
that right? Am I correct?
No, it's not that. I don't think that's the right
Wrong
name. But
name,
yeah,
but there's a pub in
Yeah.
Asfordby that won the best. So and you can get that
right.
like the best pie. And normally it's a winner. Well, it should be a winner. It's
Yeah.
won a bloody trophy. Snatched it off me.
Yeah,
Dashed my dreams of getting on Sunday brunch.
it's still there. Can still do it.
Can still do it.
Yeah, I think Bon Bon Patisserie are quite good.
Yeah, well, like Martin and the team,
Rising
yeah.
Star possibly.
Yeah.
Whether they might kind of like stretch out across it's a sort of model you might be able to take out and sort of turn into a bit of a chain. I know they've just
they've got
opened
5 now.
They got
There's 5.
Yeah, five is it now?
5 outlets
It's opened
of
in
varying
Rose,
sizes.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they do good, decent quality fast food there as well.
Yeah,
I think I quite like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love a cookie from Bon Bon actually.
Yeah.
It is good.
yeah. I think they're good, and Public as well, quite good as well. That's more of a unique sort of
Yeah.
old art college in Loughborough. That's good.
Yeah, great buildings.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah,
Great buildings.
yeah, I love that.
What keeps you going? What motivates you to the next the next delicious jaunt out?
Well, I think you got to be
Exactly that.
Yeah, just trying to be. You have to be relentless over a number of years to try and build a sort of brand, don't you? I think that's what I'm trying to. That's what sort of build. That's what I'm still trying to do. Really, just relentlessly build a trusted brand that people like and turn to.
Is it going to go out of the East Midlands? I mean, even Cambridge as well. East Midlands and Cambridge. But are you going?
No, it's not. I mean, I did do that at one point.
Okay.
We went across the country, but it was just. It's ridiculous. If you're trying
Too
to
big.
cover London or like Birmingham, it's
Oh, yeah.
just you need.
You
Need
peop-
staff all over
you need
the
people
place.
on the ground, don't you? Yeah.
So that need a lot of investment. So that's just not going to happen. So the East Midlands is our stomping ground. Cambridge is like an add-on almost, but we won't go any further than that. It's always going to be East Mids. Yeah, the good old East Mids.
Yeah, well, we're happy here, aren't we?
Mm.
And we think, well, we know that like there's just a treasure trove of deliciousness within these pages.
Yeah,
So it's,
yeah. There's good stuff out there.
yeah. Maybe our next food trip should be based just on the Good Food Club, Great Food Club. Sorry,
Could do it.
just that. Just go from the book.
Let me help you with your itinerary, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe you could come along.
Yes, that would be great. Yeah, we could
There
do
you
a
go.
dub. Yeah,
There we are. We've got a date.
let's do it. Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun actually.
Yeah.
We could do a Christmas party sort of thing. That's what we did with Round Corner once. We went down to London and went to some historic pubs.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
kind of
that's a
like
cool
Christmas
idea.
party. Got out of town and down to London. It was great. But yeah, we should do that.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
Anything for a jolly.
yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, I think that we're up to the time when Lee and I embarrass ourselves as as the legend goes, and we might ask you to bring out your question. Unless you've got any questions for us, I guess as a journalist, you might have many questions. But
Yeah, is this going to be the only one you do you think, or have you got plans for another version of Rustic?
we have ambition.
Yeah.
We have ambition. We dream about a lot of different things.
Because when you've got a unique venue, it's really hard to replicate it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or would you even want to replicate it or do something completely different?
Well, that's
a big question.
where we're kind of fortunate that we could actually lend a hand to different things as well. I think it depends on the building. If it's a small building, we could just literally just do takeaway, and basically people come in, we do the food, take it away, kind of there. We can lend a hand to kind of the building. We're not kind of stuck at any model. Like Tom said, we can do pie shop, we could just do sandwich cob shop, kind of a pub.
Quite like that pie hatch. Like, there's one in London, isn't there? There's one in Manchester as well.
One in
Fat Pat's
in Manchester.
Yeah, I like that.
Basically just does
dirty sandwiches,
subs out the back of a window in an alley.
Yeah, it smells like bin pong, bin pong,
bin juice.
Oh, nice.
Bin juice. Yeah. That's how it's listed somewhere. It's like it's down an alley. It smells like bin juice, but it's unbelievable.
This place in Newcastle I went to called it Pablo Eggs Go Bow, which was like bao buns, like eggs and bao buns put together, basically.
Spanish guy.
Yeah, that was good. That goes well, bao buns, and as a sort of breakfast butty sort of option. Nice. It's nice. I'll recommend that.
I think that Adam Reed's done something called Butty Shop.
Yeah,
he's like bringing back he's got these stone muffins and fills them with all fresh ingredients, really good salads and stuff like that. Just kind of bring back the sandwich to like a better standard.
Yeah, because that definitely needs a better standard, doesn't it? A lot of the time, we've all been kind of like supermarket sandwiches are so prevalent and they're so grim that you just want something decent.
But essentially, I think we could lend a hand to pretty much anything. I think it depends if we see a building that we like, and then we could work with and do something in.
We've been offered a few, and either the time or we didn't feel the opportunity was right for us.
Yeah,
but within like 6 months of opening here, there was people asking us to do other ones, and we're like, it's just too soon. We didn't want to be too fast off the mark, but we
have to be all in as well. If we're going to do it, we're not going to do it half-assed.
No,
we're going in.
Yeah.
Don't want to be crude or balls deep. We're going in. It's.
I also, my point on it as well is that it's got to be worthwhile fiscally.
Yeah,
like because it's a lot of work to get not much money. Like I want to be remunerated for my hard work as well.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That is,
and that's often the problem, isn't it? If you're trying to create another unique venue, it's hard to, if you want the cash as well, sometimes you have to sort of strip it back and make it sort of more chainy almost.
But we are very fortunate that we make a living out of something that we're very passionate about.
Yeah.
So a good thing there.
Definitely. Right.
So we're keen on having one. When the opportunity arises, we will take it.
Yeah.
Provided it's right. But we've got parameters of what we want, and we're quite fixed on those.
We're fussy, aren't we? We're fussy.
We've got ideas.
Yeah.
But
how about
we've got dreams as well. We've got ideas already, and when we've got those, we'll be like, well, the time is pie. Or here goes the cob shop, or there goes the cookie barn. Cookie barn, that's a new one. Where did that come from?
Yeah, where did that come from?
I don't know, but I'm going to work on it. The cookie barn. You can have like cable reels with like chocolate chips on them.
Yeah. Nice.
Did you have a question then?
No, I think that's it. Shall I get these questions out?
Yeah,
now?
let's do it. Quiz.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Hang on, I have a button.
Yeah.
You ready?
Pop quiz, pop quiz. Everyone loves a pop quiz.
That's it.
Nice. Okay, good.
Short and grungy.
Okay.
Ooh, do we need to write these down?
Is that
the best way? Is that how you've done it in the past?
Yeah, I think that's.
Okay. So these are all questions with a food edge, and some often with a local food edge as well. So, question 1. Which of these 3 local delicacies has the most calories per 100 grams? And if you could rank them 1 to 3 with the lowest number 1 and the highest number 3, that would be the way to go.
Okay.
So number 1 is Melton Hunt cake. Number 2, Blue Stilton. And number 3, pork pie.
I don't know why I laughed at Hunt. I don't know why I laughed at it. So the least.
Yeah, least.
So go.
Least to highest.
Least to highest. Oh,
Yeah.
I've done it the wrong way. I could have
Oh,
lost
well.
all my points.
It's got to be bad for you, innit, if it's called Hunts.
They sell the Hunt cake at the
pork pie shop.
yeah. You know what?
I used to work
It's like
for
a real dense fruit cake, really.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
work for Sam Cookers. I know
Did
it
you?
well. Yeah.
Okay, next one. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. According to Wikipedia, when was Stilton cheese first made?
Ooh.
And I'll get the nearest. The one who's nearest wins.
Fucking years ago. That's what it sounds like in my head as well.
Okay, number 3. Not including London, which English county contains the most Michelin stars?
As in restaurants or counted up stars?
Stars.
I used to, you know what? When I was a nipper, I knew everything about Michelin stars because I wanted one.
Yeah, no.
And now I don't want one. I
No,
don't
you don't
study
want
them.
it. No.
I don't even know what the county's called. I know where I want it to be.
Okay. Number 4. Which city is the reigning English curry capital?
Okay. I think it's too easy to go for what I'm thinking.
He's giving me evils.
I'm not giving you
He's giving me evils.
And number 5. Fifth question, final question. What is the primary herb you add to pork to create Lincolnshire stuffed chine?
Gonna go for it.
Good. Okay, so the answers, if you're ready.
Yes.
Yeah. The most calories per 100. So the lowest was pork pie.
Oh man.
The
Sound on this.
383 calories per 100.
Wow.
And the second one was Melton Hunt cake.
Oh, all wrong.
The top one was Stilton.
Yeah. Wow.
Would you believe?
Well,
I put Hunt's cake.
there's a clear thing because we care not for calories. I mean, there's no calorie counting on our menu.
Fair play. So the next one, Stilton cheese. Lee? What did you put?
1843.
1566.
Oh crikey! I'm not sure which one's nearer. I'll have to get the calculator out. 1720 is the correct.
That's you, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, and that was in Wymondham in Leicestershire.
What year was it? Sorry, just for
1720.
1720.
Yeah.
For the factophiles out there, I want to log that one.
Yeah.
That's it.
1720.
Number 3, the county with the most Michelin stars,
I'm gonna go Warwickshire.
Oxfordshire.
Cumbria.
Cumbria.
I was gonna say
Cumbria.
Who's up there then?
it's,
Longclume.
Yeah, Longclume. And all Simon
Simon
Rogan's.
Rogan's
Simon
drink.
Rogan's probably got about 30 up there.
Powerhouse.
So number 4, English curry capital.
Bradford.
I've gone Bradford.
Yep, correct.
Yes.
You've got yourself a point each. Get it?
So excited.
Okay, and the herb you add to create Lincolnshire chine,
Sage.
I also wrote sage.
parsley is the correct answer.
Damn it. So you won. You won. Lee won today.
Good work.
Damn it.
Well, guys,
Thank you.
Well, Matt, thank you very much for coming along. Do you want
Pleasure.
to do a final plug to where they can find the Great Food
Yeah, well,
Club and reach out to you? How do you want people to say
absolutely.
hello?
The best way is website greatfoodclub.co.uk, or Facebook Great Food Club, or Instagram Great Food Club. So yeah, just whack it into Google.
Yeah, okay.
Great Food Club. You know, people always say Good Food Club, but it's actually
I
great.
do. I slip
great.
with that a lot, and I tell myself off. I did it. I did it earlier. I do it a lot. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Because it's also great food, and it's also good food.
Nice one. Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, that was a lovely chat with Matt, wasn't
Yeah,
it? He's a super
was.
guy, and he's doing a really brilliant thing there as well. And I think it's something actually you didn't know you're missing, but now
No, it's just
a great
good
thing.
supporter. He's just a good supporter of all independent places
And that's
around
the
the
key,
East
isn't it?
Midlands.
Independent.
Yeah. Good places as well. Great places.
He does say that he does refuse people access, which is or access, whatever they call it, into the guide. He won't just take anyone on, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think we should just hammer down the fact that we won Best Cafe 2022.
It's on the wall over
On the
there.
wall, babies. When
the
you come and
wall.
see it, you can give it a lucky
Wooden
tap.
plaque.
Without even being open in a year. Just saying. Just saying. It's just nothing. It's just
one dimmer.
water off the duck's back. Really, it's easy peasy. Nothing to it.
But
really.
also, we had a conversation on camera as well. We've got some exclusive
Tell the
news.
Exclusive news.
Exclusive news.
Boom.
We're going to be judges.
We're gonna be judges
This year's awards.
Restaurant critiques. I'll take that.
We get free food.
Well, yeah, we kind of do.
Yeah,
we have to pay
kinda
for
do,
tea.
yeah.
We get free food. So we've been asked to judge the restaurant category of the Great Food Club Awards, which we're honoured to do.
Yeah, really.
There's some fantastic restaurants to visit. Actually, I have already been to one as well. But yeah, have you
I'm
been to one?
excited. I've
You've
been
been
to
to-
I've been to Hitch and Barnes, and it's very, 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 very good.
And I've been to Ember.
But it'll be interesting and nice to go and eat there again and look around and actually kind of
With money off as well. Happy days.
fucking sound.
Matt foots the bill, which is excellent. So yeah, we're excited about that. To hit the road.
Very excited.
We've got details to follow, but maybe by the time this is out, it'll actually have all been. We'll have eaten everything that we were meant to have eaten. So good luck to the people who are going to be judged by us, because, or should we say, sorry to the people who are going to be judged by us.
Won't be that harsh.
No, we actually know what we're talking about. Cool. Well, I think that's it.
Yep.
Guys, subscribe, like, love, share with your friends. If there's someone that you think might like this podcast, why don't you forward it to them, eh? Thank you. Love ya.